Oh crap, but yeah, shit. Sorry guys. I don't know what the hell just happened. Are any of you still here? Hopefully you are. But yeah, this is kind of a pain in the ass. I don't understand what happened. Oh crap, what's going on? What's in the recipe folder? Hey, you can't peek in my, like, publicly viewable bookmarks bar. That's against the law. That's an invasion of privacy. No, I'm just kidding. So, fire chicken with cheese, bread dough, spaghetti carbonara, perfect crisps. I don't know why I have that there. White chocolate Oreo fudge recipe. I did make that once, and that was quite nice. And baked honey garlic chicken. I don't think I tried that myself. But yeah. Yeah, let's get back on track. For fuck's sake, OBS. You had one job. One job. I know, man, it is nearly 11:30 already. Like, I hope they can't hear me, but I mean, I guess like this is my last day here, so like, I don't fucking care. Like, and besides, they always have a habit of being loud. I mean, they're a family, like in the main part of the house. I'm in the annex. But yeah, so you'd expect them to be noisy, but still, it does sound a bit nasty at times, to be honest. Yeah, but now I can actually focus on drawing, the fucking main character here. I mean, yeah, like, her mum is, like, only, like, I guess a minor part of the story, but she still plays an important part in Kirio's upbringing. Like, her family kind of serves as a motivation, like, for quite a few things that happen, at least in the past chapters. Like, it's sort of split up into two, past and present. But yeah, she does have some, like, sort of role in, getting her off. Well, I mean, I don't really think it would be a spoiler. But yeah, getting, like, sort of motivating her to, find her own way, like, sort of get off the island they're on. Since they, yeah, she starts off on a secluded island at first, then gets curious about the outside world, and, wants to venture forward. Yeah, poor Kiryu. He used to be so innocent, and now, like, you have a mouth of sailor. Not a Naruto-style flashback. I mean, I guess a significant part of the story is told in flashback, but it's also told from the perspective of, this character, but grown up as a Lucario. And a very sailor-mouthed Lucario at that. She, is very abrasive. Yeah, I mean, it is sort of told in a sort of multi-layered style where, the past ties into the present as well. Why is a Naruto-style flashback anyway? It's been quite a while since I've actually seen the show, so... Yeah, I mean, if you... Yeah, I don't know what that would be. I mean, I guess the most I know about the show is, the sort of ending arc where, I don't know, Sasuke betrays, the gang and ventures forth with... Oh. Yeah, I don't remember the name of that, clan, but, goes off with his brother or whatever. Leaves Naruto and the rest behind, stabs Sakura or something. I think I played, that game on the Xbox. Watched a few episodes on Jetix when they still were around, but yeah, No, I don't think it would be like that, where everything is blurry or desaturated. Does that mean the dialogue is blocked out as well? I don't know. Just punched the microphone for some reason. Yeah, I guess if... I don't know. Did Naruto have parents or anything? Yeah, of course. Like, because if you're a shonen hero, or, you know, just a fantasy hero in general, like, your parents are mandated to die because of tropes and all that. I mean, I guess it's justified in the show, but I, like, kind of am just sick of, you know, the dead parents cliche. I mean, Boruto is still going, so it's proven quite popular. But anyway. Yeah, like, if I were to have, like, a sort of dead parents, like, moment, I'd use that very sparingly. Like, I've seen instances where it's done quite lazily, just to push the, you know, protagonist's journey forward. Like, and I often get that sense of, why were they even there in the first place if they didn't contribute to anything, like the character's development or whatever. I mean, tropes are tools anyway. Like, it can be done well, but, you know, tropes can also be cliches, and cliches can just be, you know, literary shorthand for, you know, we couldn't come up with, you know, a satisfying way to tie up these characters, so, you know. But I can also promise, yeah, Kirio's family, they get to live quite happy life, actually. Like, her father's missing, but that's his kind of own fault. Like, he was kind of, like, in a way the first, I mean, he was kind of a way villain, but also someone who, you know, just got trapped in his own circumstances and couldn't see past that. Yeah, even, I mean, it was quite close to going to that in the original draft, but, I mean, I found out that, like, if you kill off a character, like, there are certain parts, I mean, there are certain times where it can be really unnecessary and detract rather than add to the drama. I mean, not only can it be totally out of place, it can also be unsatisfying. Like, especially if that character, like, is important, like, has an important role to play, or at least has some role to play. Might just be talking out of my own ass here, but oh well. No, I guess if I were to talk about some of the more dramatic parts of what I'm working on with these characters, like, there are parts where it has gone a bit, saddening to write. I mean, I guess if I were to give some context, this character basically goes away, to like, join this educational facility, like, for Pokemon, right, where they're just trying to change, like, the status quo for how Pokemon are used in that world. Like, and since the family is away, they, like, can't really see each other directly. They can only, but they do communicate with each other at the beginning because someone is bringing, like, a form of that to them, like, to the island they're on. I'm not typing much. I'm working on a sketch. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I can. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, what sort of sketch are you working on anyway? I'm doing a vampire thing with a background for a region. Oh yeah, like, was that a thumbnail you shared on the server? Like, I think I do remember that. Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, like, you can do quite a bit with the perspective. Like, I guess, like, if I recall correctly, you've got the bridge leading up to the castle. Like, yeah, like even even if like what's going on is just a frontal view or isn't too complex, there are still lots of good ways to add like a good sense of perspective like in it. Like mostly with the lighting and the sort of mood like of it, as well as lines as well. Perspective ruler tool. Yeah, I think that would be quite like handy for me to use. I'm not sure. I mean, I think I used it once or twice for one particular piece. I think that was when I did this thing with the Galar region starters. But yeah, I think I must have seen it then. Yeah, and found that quite useful. So yeah, I think I was talking about. Yeah, I might as well say more about that. Yeah, the family do, like, even when they're away, the family do play like quite a significant role in motivating her to get better. Like at first, like she struggles with learning stuff like numbers and letters because, like, of course, they're abstract concepts to her that she has to sort of pay attention like and learn. Like it wouldn't come as naturally like to her, like since she's like come from a wild Pokemon background. Yeah, like they do sort of motivate her to like get better and take stock about what she learns in class. But on their side, like a sort of snowstorm, like they sort of get warning of a snowstorm, and decide that it would be better to head off like the island, like in order to not risk starving if their food supply gets cut off. But unfortunately, that also means they have to cut off connection, like to Curio here. Yeah. So when writing that big chapter, I did have that sort of moment where she finds news and she's trying to process what happened. Like, on the one hand, she's relieved that they aren't dead, like as she got confirmation that they're safe somewhere. But at the same time, she also doesn't know what to do since her only means of contact with her family is basically gone. She's on her own, like far away, and yeah, she's trying to process it one by one. She gets to the point where like she gets angry and flips out, like starts destroying stuff in her own base. Like I think there was one particular reader who got a bit misty-eyed during that section. Actually, like I kind of felt like mentally drained writing that part. And there's also this part where she's drawing, like trying to draw a family, like as she remembers them in her sketchbook, and yeah, she also has this like kind of breakdown moment where it finally hits her and she sort of lets it out. You know, it was quite like emotionally intense, but also like I guess but I guess quite cathartic in a way. Because if I went with, you know, the dead family or dead parents trope there, then yeah, that would have been way too overboard. And like, since this character's so young, she wouldn't have coped with it at all. Like, it would have been too much. So, yeah, to avoid suffering overload with that, yeah, I had to resort to that. But that ended up working out better, since I can also have chapters where they're sort of reuniting, like, and they play, like, you know, a better role in her life, even, like, in the present, as they're still there. I mean, not a lot of it is going to make sense out of context, but, I mean, since, like, I am drawing, like, characters from that particular fanfic, I might as well be talking about it, just to have something to talk about, you know. Yeah, I mean, I guess at the moment it is a bit quiet, like when I'm not talking, of course. Like, I think when I draw, I usually listen to gameplay streams or like something like that, you know, just to tune out a bit. Like, I don't like listening to music that's too intense or too, I don't know, like evocative, like while I'm drawing, like, because that tends to distract me from what I'm doing. But I guess if I had to listen to music while I'm drawing, I'd usually listen to ambient music, like stuff like Oval, Brian Eno, Aphex Twin, like all of that. Gotta refill this glass. There we go. Yeah, but yeah, I think music would be, like, it might be going a little off topic, but I think music would possibly be good for this sort of stream. Like, you know, just to fill in the dead air, like when I'm not talking, of course. But yeah, I don't know. What sort of music do you usually listen to when you draw? Synthwave or upbeat 80s stuff? Yeah, I can fuck with that. Yeah, I mean either ambient stuff or maybe like sort of synth pop or I guess synthwave stuff. Like, yeah, I can fuck with that. Yeah, the 80s aesthetic is like quite nice, like especially with the electronic music. I mean, it is a bit dated, but I think that's also what it makes it a bit endearing as well. Just trying to make sure that the eyeline matches one another. Yeah. Yeah, I just usually prefer instrumental stuff. Oh god, it just sound... it kind of sounded like a music, like sort of... like purist. I only listen to instrumental stuff. It's, it's the purest form of music. I don't even know what sort of voice that was supposed to be. I don't know. Yeah, a quick, sort of outline wouldn't hurt. Just to visualise, like how the eyes are meeting each other. Might be useful if I had a ruler or something. Rich. I think I've heard of him somewhere, but I can't recall any of his music at the top of my head. I mean, reminds me like what he did, and it might ring a bell, but yeah. Yeah, I think that matches well enough. Yeah. Might be worth, like, doing this. Yeah, I think that works. I don't know. Was that the guy who did the swing cover of "People Equal Shit" by Slipknot? Yeah, it might be the wrong guy, but like when you describe it like that, it sort of reminds me of those sort of cover artists. Oh, got it. People equal shit. People equal shit. I don't know the rest. Yeah, speaking of Slipknot, I guess I haven't heard too much about it, too much from them, but it doesn't really click for me, to be honest. That being, I mean, if you want something Slipknot related, that will make you fucking roar with laughter. There's this brilliant mashup of Slipknot's, what was it? Psychosocial with the Wiggles' Fruit Salad. And extra points for the version with Death Grips' Guillotine as well. That was fucking hilarious. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should listen to more of their music. I think I know Iowa is one of their most iconic albums. But with metal, I usually like it a bit more progressive or a lot more hardcore. The heavier, the better, I think. And I think so far from what I've heard, Slipknot is that in that sort of weird middle ground. And doesn't really work too much for me. I mean, not saying they're bad at all, far from that. I mean, they're competent, of course. Maybe I just need to get that bias out the way and listen to more of their stuff. Slipknot speaks to my inner toxic white male. That being said, I do like My Chemical Romance, and that's another band people tend to shit on a lot, but that sort of speaks to my sort of dramatic high school loser sensibilities and that. And I can't deny that it's fun to listen to. Welcome to the Black Parade, I think is an album that's aged fairly well, actually. I mean, you can't say there have been a lot of emo albums that have Liza Minnelli as a guest vocalist. Yeah, I love it. It sounds kind of like Rammstein without the keyboard. Yeah, I should listen to more Rammstein as well. Didn't they release another album recently as well? To listen to Billy Talent and Avenged Sevenfold. I mean, I think the only Avenged Sevenfold song I listened to on repeat was A Little Piece of Heaven. Some of that was to do with the music video, which is fucking bananas. But oh hey, welcome back. I'm glad you could catch a stream again, especially since it went offline for whatever reason. Thanks for nothing, OBS, you piece of shit. But yeah, glad to see you back. We were just talking about Slipknot and all that. Yeah, I mean, as I was saying to Cole, I haven't listened to too much of their stuff. Like, from what I heard, a lot of it's out. Back off, Cherry, his art secrets are mine. Yeah, this is the Cool Kids Club. Very exclusive, as you can see. I mean, I don't think what I said was very secret, but I don't know. I mean, at least you got a peek of my secret recipes, which are not so secret because they're on public websites, but whatever. Gotta spell it with a K because the literacy is cool. Okay, and I will never tell you how to make plant-based buttermilk. Now it just makes me think you've milked a plant. Oh, ha 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 ha! Very funny. Soon you will be a member of the notorious KKK. This angle is still a bit weird because it seems, I don't know, it seems like you should see the other side of the eye, but yeah. Like, that was another thing in the work in progress that wasn't so clear. Yeah, I think if it's horizontal like that, it should be fine. Show me the tit on an almond. Checkmate, vegans. Oh shit. Where am I? Oh, there we are. But yeah, cool. Like, yeah, I guess if we're talking about metal, then yeah, like, I tend to like the more like progressive stuff. Like, used to be a lot into Dream Theater. Like, a lot of it is kind of like masturbatory, but they have quite a lot of good songs. I gotta do better art to beat Cherry in our art rivalry. I mean, I'd say it's not a contest, but it's totally a contest I would see. I should probably shut the window. I mean, either progressive stuff or metalcore. Like, let's say at the drive-in, well, they had some really good, like, metalcore songs, and Converge as well. Like, they have, like, quite a consistently good, like, back catalogue, like, especially Jane Doe. Sonata Arctica. I can't say I've heard of them before. I should probably look them up later. And I guess on the very end, like in the spectrum, there'd be either Discordance Axis or Gridlink, which are both like grindcore acts with very like intense like blast beats and all that. Yeah, power metal, Viking / medieval stuff. Yeah, I could certainly go for that. Like Viking metal, like I think it's just something that sort of clicks with me, like in general. Yeah, I'm using PureRef at the bottom left. Yeah, on the top right, I'm just basically using a 3D model viewer. But I think I said that already, didn't I? Doi. I might just flip it just to see if it's working so far. Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's free, so you have no excuse not to get it, really. I've been using it forever now. Is this... Yeah, I think they see there would be a curve there. I mean, I could post it... I could post a link to the website again, like in the resources channel. Yeah, sure you're not sponsored. Well, I guess if you're getting sponsored, then you might as well be going for Dollar Shave Club or something like that. That's something everybody recommends, even though I'd never really, like, shell out for it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I do actually have a shaving kit, which I barely use, but yeah, I could imagine stuff like that would be, like, pretty nice, actually. I should really do something about my beard. Like, I don't know if, yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's kind of a bit neck beardy. It's the poopy CBD oil you don't want. CBD, does that all... Oh, I got a ZZ Top beard. Okay, just to put everything on hold, I might as well look at what a ZZ Top beard is. Oh. What is this? No way. Holy shit, yeah, that is something. Yeah, I mean, there was a guy I know who, like, has the same name as me, and, actually has this sort of beard. Like, I'm kind of jealous, but at the same time, maintaining that would be a pain in the ass. Like, how long have you been growing that out for, man? Yeah, just stopping our art stream to look at men with beards. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, yeah. Is Duck Dynasty still going? Didn't one of the guys from that get sort of shut down a while ago? If I recall correctly. Been growing it. Oh my god. I think I've been growing this one for 6 months, maybe. Like, there have been times where, like, I've just shaven it off after growing it out for quite some time. I mean, it was pretty useful when I was in Finland because, you know, it gets cold like there, so my beard, like, was quite well fitted for that sort of environment. Oh, god. This water it's kind of making me feel bloated, actually. Yeah, I could say the same as well. Like, maybe not like a size trim, but just styling it in general would be better. Like, at least on my end, anyway. I mean, if you're looking to get a trim, like, on the beard, I think the last place you'd be looking for is a hairdresser's. Having said that, I need to find a new barber or something like that. Like, someone who can actually style it and not just, like, you know, just be messy. Yeah, you know, when you say Sweeney Todd razor, that doesn't exactly grab me, you know, to go out for a shave. Yep, my clothes are still out there. Well, bed linens anyway. Like, I really should take them out before I go to bed. Yeah, and now for the fun part, fixing this foot. Yeah, someone else is kind enough to sort of redline it. I'm really quite crap at, digit grade, like, sort of characters. I think I kind of struggle with this one, because at first it was just, like, the foot and the leg without the calf bit, and that just looked really off. Like, even this, doesn't, even this sketch doesn't look very good. So yeah, having someone else redline that really came in handy. But I also think I should study more from real life, as in actually study real life animals and how the sort of the hind paws sort of act. I mean, this isn't a really natural pose for someone an animal equivalent to that in real life, but yeah. Why has Johnny Depp keep plating the same performance as Pirates of the Caribbean in any movie? I mean, do people really talk about Johnny Depp anymore? Hasn't his career sort of gone downhill? I mean, if one performance is iconic enough, you end up getting typecast in that same thing over and over again. I mean, it's sort of like Helena Bonham Carter. It's one of those actors, it was sort of so distracting, in their sort of presence, that you can only see the characters as the actors and not the characters themselves. Actors should have some, A-list actors should have star status, of course, but they should also, disappear into their roles as well. I agree on which part. Okay, it's on the mask. But yeah, I think I might. Yeah, I think in 15 minutes I'll end the stream. Like, just so I can bring the bed sheets in and get some sleep, because I will definitely need that for tomorrow. I mean, technically it is tomorrow now, but yeah. I mean, hopefully I should have finished the lines for this piece. I will still have to do stuff for the fur texture, just to get that across. But at least the base will be done, and I hope there won't be many issues to fix. I mean, because sometimes you miss stuff even in the line art phase that doesn't show in the sketching phase, like minor changes. And moving, of course. Maybe I should move that a bit further in. Yeah, trying to think of what else I can talk about. Mm. But yeah, I do want to say so far I think this stream has gone quite, like, a lot better than I was expecting. Like, it seemed to flow into, I think I flowed into this one pretty well, actually. Yeah, and strangely enough, this does actually help me focus quite a bit. I mean, at the beginning you sort of have that stage fright sort of feeling. That kind of dissipates once you get into the flow of it. Ooh. Yeah, I might as well draw some of the lines for the other one. Yeah, I had a bit of trouble going with this one too because in the sketch it still looks a bit flat. Now I've had to sort of take this part into account like I should. I don't. I'm not sure. There's still something about it that kind of strikes me as off. Like that. Is it? Is it? Yeah, her right. Yeah, it would be her right foot. I mean, there's still something about it that's sort of looks flat. Like it could just be the angle, or like the way of sort of tried to draw it as if it was, you know, flat on the ground, like compared to the other one, which is sticking up. But yeah, maybe I'll get some, you know, answers for that. Like when I get like the second pass for the critiques on. But at the moment, this is kind of all I'm going to do for now. Let's see. Yeah, it does look sort of weird without the mask thing. Guess that would show more in the sketch anyway. But yeah, right now I'm kind of satisfied with how everything's gone in this stream, basically. Like, got quite a bit done. And, yeah. Like, there's still quite a bit of work to do. I just can't wait to get to the shading. But at the same time, it would also be nice to actually draw some good fur textures. Like, make that come across in the line art, instead of having the shading carry that. But yeah, anyway, I mean, thanks guys for like coming along. Like, you have made like the stream. Oh, cheers. I think I might do the campfire thing in the end, but like I said, I'll add that in last minute. But anyway, yeah, you guys have like made the stream like quite a lot of fun for me. Like, it's just like, I was wondering how like it would just sort of go down like in this sort of format. But yeah, I think it works quite well for like my first full stream. I'd say for 2 hours and a half, it's really not. Yeah, like I think it's some good first steps. But yeah, bye. Yeah, bye, man. Like, good luck with the vampire like piece you're working on. Yeah, for the rest of you, like, yeah, good night in general. Oh, yeah, I've got to take those bed sheets in. But yeah, see ya.